Bonjour, mes amis. This is Leger Canadien, and welcome back to the Hockey Talk Show, where I talk hockey news and just trying to give my best opinion on it because that's what I've always done. Why fucking fix it now? But playoffs are almost here, but there is still news to talk about. So let's get ourselves right into it. Starting with the Colorado Avalanche. They are the number one seed in the Western Conference. They clinched that after they beat Carolina. So not only did they clinch the Central Division title, but also the number one seed in the West. All roads lead to Denver. Well, that's if Denver can make it to the conference finals, but still. Congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche. Definitely deserved. Some more news coming up now, but this is a little bit somber. Former NHL great is a Hockey Hall of Famer Mike Bossy has passed away at the age of 65. And this is from a long battle with lung cancer. He was a four-time Stanley Cup champion, winning all four with the Islanders from 1980 to 1983, when that dynasty was rolling on Long Island. I'm just going to read it off here. That's why I'm looking off the screen. Four-time Cup champ, winner of the Calder Trophy as Rookie of the Year, 2 Rocky Richard trophies for leading goal scorer, a Conn Smythe Trophy, and 3 Lady Bings during a 10-year career from 1977 to 1987. All of it with New York. Recording 1,126 points in 752 games. That's actually impressive to have that many points. You have more points by far than you do games played. That is actually remarkable. But Mike Bossy, hopefully you can find a good old rink in the sky that gets play some pickup hockey. Rest in peace, good sir. You will forever be missed by the hockey community. But it's not easy to continue on, but we got it here. Some trouble has been brewing around. Matthew Barzal getting fined $2,500 for unsportsmanlike conduct in the game against Toronto, in which, I shit you not, all he did was just hold Marner's jersey while Barzal himself was on the bench. That's what unsportsmanlike. I mean, it's obstruction of play, yeah, sure, but it's not. I don't think it's unsportsmanlike. That's it as a Leafs fan with the fucking background. I don't know. But I would say it's an obstruction of play, but I don't think that would be considered unsportsmanlike conduct. Moving on to college hockey for this part. Minnesota State goaltender Dryden MacKay is accepting a 6-month ban that he has received from USADA testing pool under testing positive for 22 picograms, which is, I think that's like really fucking small, of an illegal compound called ostarine. I'm just going to read off the post. The drug was found in a contaminated bottle of quercetin, a plant-based antioxidant and anti-inflammatory he was taking that some use as an immune booster or recovery tool for COVID. Both an open version and a sealed version of the bottle were contaminated with the substance, giving MacKay a reduced punishment from 4 years to 6 months. And when he initially made a statement on Twitter as well, it was said that he was unaware that these were contaminated, and he was recommended these quercetins by a trainer. I don't know if it was a team trainer. I would assume so. A team trainer to increase his intake of vitamin D. But really, the fault should be on the company that makes the vitamin whoever makes the you know what I fucking mean, the shit. Well, you know it's a bad day when I'm doing a one take and just fucking just shoot brain fart in the shit. The plant-based drug right? It's not illegal, but it was what was contaminated. It was what it was contaminated with that makes it illegal. But with that, it sucks. But at least it's taking it really goodly. Oh, it's really good. Moving on, the Flyers are having some issues. There are two Flyers medics are suing the team for negligence and liability as it pertains to cancer diagnoses. And I'll read the full statement as I have it. The statement reads, and I quote, multiple sources confirm Flyers Director of Medical Services, Jim McCrossin, and Assistant Athletic Trainer Sal Rafa have filed legal action on team ownership regarding their cancer diagnoses. Anthony Sanfilippo, I don't know, crossroad.com, first brought the story Monday. McCrossin has, I'm trying my best to pronounce that, myelofibrosis, which is a rare type of blood cancer, along with essential thrombocythemia and myeloproliferative neoplasm. I know I'm butchering these names. I'm not sorry. In February, a source close to the situation said myelofibrosis comes with a dark comparison to a death sentence. Rafa also has the rare blood disease thrombocythemia, which has no cure. Per the complaint, which is obtained by NBC Sports Philadelphia, the law firm Klein & Spector has filed a suit against Comcast Spectator. Spectacor, I'm stupid, which owns the Flyers, among others, including Flyer Skate Zone. According to the complaint, they are suing for counts of negligence, strict liability, and loss of consortium. In the complaint, it states that the office of McCrossin and Rafa at Flyers Training Center in Voorhees, New Jersey, was adjacent to the Zamboni room and subjected to dangerous and excessive emissions from carcinogen-emitting equipment and or machinery. In the complaint, it claims that the defendants knew or should have known that the Zamboni machines in use at the Flyers Training Center could and did, in fact, emit carcinogens, which may have included, but are not limited to, benzene, aerohydrocarbon receptor particulates, polynuclear aromatic hydrocarbons, particulate matter 2.5, or no, it's PM 2.5, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, formaldehyde, and or certain dioxins, and dibenzofurans. I know I said that one wrong, but so basically the Flyers really fucked up, exposing two of their medical staff to dangerous and harmful chemicals that gave both of them cancer. Good job, Philly. You really fucking show yourselves to be fucking worthy of anything notable. Get fucked of a pike. It's so fucking dumb. It really is. The Penguins. We're gonna try to move on now because I don't want to get into it. It's pissing me off. The Penguins today announced they have reached a 3-year agreement with Highmark to be their first ever jersey patch sponsor. I know there have been teams recently, I know there's been a couple teams that have been looking to do that, and the Penguins are getting themselves in that market. Highmark being on their jerseys starting next season. So right now, the teams that have them are Penguins, Caps, and Jackets are the first teams to have those jersey patches, which I'm all for it. But I can understand if people are complaining like, "Oh my god, it's going to turn into one of those European leagues because they have patches every fucking where." I can see that concern. I don't think the NHL is that dumb to do that, but just the jersey patch is fine. It's just innovation. It's just a different way to grow the game. Which I understand that. So Marc-Andre Fleury news now. as his agent has said in a tweet, and I quote, I would, and some more country flurry news, I would like to play at least another season. I decided that recently I still love to play. I still have fun. My body is still holding out most of the time. So, yes, another season, and then we will see after. Who knows? Who knows how far it can go? You could go to. Well, who needs goalies? Toronto needs goalies for one. That's a no brainer. Minnesota would need a goalie if before it departs. And there's really nobody notable going in the market. So, you don't know. Wait and see. But to wrap up the vid, actually, no, I forgot one. The Canadians for Michael Pezzetta has gotten himself a 2-game ban for an illegal chip to the head on Caps forward TJ Oshie. I did not see that. But the way I see it from the replay, right to the head. Blatant, no question, no further comment. But to wrap up the vid, let's just go over the current playoff picture, starting with the summer golf. Montreal, Arizona, Philadelphia, Seattle, New Jersey, Chicago, Buffalo, Ottawa, Detroit, Anaheim, San Jose, Columbus, and the New York Islanders. And going to the playoffs, Florida, Colorado, Carolina, the New York Rangers, Toronto, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, Boston, St. Louis, Calgary, Minnesota, and Washington. Basically, all the Eastern playoff spots have been filled. No one from the Eastern Conference can make it to the playoffs. If you have a clinch spot, then you're done. But the East is done, but there are still a couple spots left. All of them in the Western Conference. I'm looking at the wild card right now, and top 3 in the Central are being clinched by Colorado, Minnesota, and St. Louis. We're still waiting on the top 3 to be fully completed in the Pacific Division, with Edmonton and LA have yet to clinch. As for the wild card picture, it's looking like Nashville and Dallas may get it, but there is still time because Vegas is trying to get themselves into the playoffs, but are struggling mightily. But there's also sleeper contender in the Canucks if they can somehow barely sneak in. And I'm saying barely because this is going to be a tight race for that second wild card spot in the West. But what do you guys think? Is there going to be something that drastically changes within the final stretch of hockey? Because the season ends on April 29th. Though there is a game on May 1st, I feel like that's going to be relegated to just what happened last season. Just let them play while the playoffs are about to begin. Like, just go like a matinee game, because it'll be a Sunday. Just let the matinee game happen, and then just begin the playoffs later that night or something. I don't know. But I'm next week, though. What I may do is switch up baseball and hockey. Just the 2 videos just for next week. So that way you guys can get my full reaction to the regular season, which basically next week, I'll just do a regular season recap of what happened, what went wrong, what went right, and who has the best shot at the playoff. Because at some point, I'll also be doing a playoff prediction video. And there's a lot I want to make. But how would all that play out? We'll just have to wait and see, huh? But I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below if you guys want to see anything next. If you've not done so already, subscribe and join the Electrical Nation. But until next time, je suis de la Canadienne. Bon nuit et au revoir.